Today we are going to look about where to buy. Most people say buy it low. Most people say buy it after this indicator says. Most people says like people say everything. Most people say buy a dip, but after you buy a dip, the stocks keep going down and down. As you can see here, if you buy here at last after the stock reaches the end point of the dip, your all your money will be washed out. So why you should be doing it? So what you should do instead? So as you can see here, the most successful traders always there is an important thing that I need to forget. Most people ask the question of where do what chart patterns that institutional traders look for, and they will ask like that. The institutional traders don't look for chart patterns. They are the ones that creates that chart patterns itself. So you must be aware of it. See, the most best spot to buy a stock is at the position of resistance or a support. This is the most highly profitable part to buy a instrument wherever you want. Don't buy in the middle, don't buy when it is top, don't buy elsewhere. Only buy when you see a support or resistance. These support or resistance can be these support or resistance can be in multiple places, like a trend line, a moving average, pivot line. So many stuffs are like that. So you must be very well aware of it. There is also previous month, previous week support and resistance lines. You must always buy at support or resistance. Let's say if the major best support line ever is 200-day moving average. As you can see here, after the stock price crossed the 200 moving average, it went off, 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 it went off with the most power. So as you can see, so the best place to buy is 200 moving average. I think if it is continued within the trend line another time, I think the start is going to turn in a sideways movement for the upcoming days. Why? Because of this looks like a sideways pattern. Maybe it can turn downwards, but before turning downwards or before going even up, it should remain in a sideways for quite some times. So this is a clear sign for the upcoming days. It is in a sideways movement. So you must use all these different indicators. Keep a don't keep only a single or multiple indicators to just don't only believe a 200 moving average alone. No, you should always keep a mixed type of indicator. The best indicators which I use are moving average, trend lines, pivot lines, CPR, and stochastic. I have this combination of indicators patterns that work for me. There is no age in history that this like the trading will be easy for us. But in previous days, we need to put hand calculations with a calculator and a notepad, so we can measure all of this price range. But now this computer and the internet is placing all the max and all the works for you. Even more advanced calculation is with a snap of second with easily. So, but even though they do like that, you the stock market is uncertain. You can't predict what is going to happen next. So it is good to have a mixed number of indicator system that works on me. When all the 3 to 5 indicators that gives you a buy sign, you can enter the trade. Only after that you can enter the trade. So also you must also aware of chart patterns. So you not only depend on the indicators, but you must also know about the chart patterns itself. So don't overlook the chart pattern of thousand chart patterns. Just know what are the top bullish pattern, and just know what are the top bearish patterns. That's enough to make a good money. When there is a double top or double bottom, you can guess what that it's that the stock is going to trend going maximum forward or maximum downward. Or if you see a triangle, you can see the stock is going through a breakout. There are simple chart patterns that gives you more growth. You only know that type of chart patterns and skip everything else. And these candles too, many of the humping pattern, flying pattern, crossing patterns. But there are only three type of candles: a short candle, a medium candle, and a long candle. So you can keep along with that. As you can see, the small candles which says that the price action is minimum and the stock is going to export or less. The middle, the doji candle, where it says, I clearly explained this in my previous videos. You can watch it. If you have get something from it, please like and subscribe.